Three, two, one.
Happy New Year! Woo! Okay. Yeah, that was fun. At the time of this recording, it is not New Year's, so this is fun. Hey guys, welcome to Big Bads of Reddit. We are doing, if you couldn't tell, New Year's stories, and I am joined by Ben. Say hi, Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben.
And Jaime. Say hi, Jaime.
Hi, Jaime.
Oh, you guys are so fun. Do you guys have any plans for New Year's?
I do. I'm going up to visit some friends that live a little bit away. That like an old roommate and his wife now is going to hang out with them. It'll be. I think they're having a little party. It'll be a good time.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. A party. What about you, Jaime?
That's the future.
So, okay. I also don't. I also cannot see the future. So. I don't know. I might be here streaming. I might be streaming Wukong just straight up all night. So, I don't know. Could be fun.
I want to stream GeoGuessr on New Year's.
Oh, that's also fun. That's also fun. It's so crazy how accurate. There's this one guy, and he just like off the first picture or whatever. It takes him nothing, and he'll get it.
Yeah,
who is it?
I will NMPZ you. It's Rainbolt. That's his name.
Rainbolt, yeah.
Rainbolt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will stream NMPZ on here because NMPZ is no move. What is it? No move, no pan, no zoom.
I don't.
So it's just
okay.
it means just you. It's just a picture.
Yeah, so you can't like move the camera around you.
Oh, yeah. That's right, because you could move. Yes, you could move it.
And I play that all the time. Yes.
That's
not
dope.
Good, not well, but I do it.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess by that logic, I could too. So yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. No, it's like throwing a dart at the globe and being like, there, right there.
The one time you get it right, you're like, I'm so smart. See, look at that, got it perfect.
One of the first times I ever did it, it was like literally down the street from where I grew up. And I was like, now I've created expectations.
Oh, man. All right, you guys ready to get into some stories?
Mm-hmm.
So, First story. Am I the asshole for storming out of a New Year's Eve party? I mean, it depends.
I'm waiting. I'm holding judgment.
Yes.
I say no. I haven't read the story yet, but I mean, if you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, but storming out is different too.
That's true. This comes from Am I the Asshole? My family usually has a big New Year's Eve get-together. Due to the ongoing conditions, we mostly pass on a big gathering. But my grandmother, 93, wants to do a little gathering restricted to people who live geographically near her and were both vaccinated and boosted. That led to a guest list of 6. Myself, my wife, one of my uncles and aunts, and my younger brother. The party was hosted by grandmother. For as long as I can remember, grandmom has had trouble with names and faces, and in a lot of these gatherings, or just social visits, you are likely to be called anything from a grab bag of names of all the people present. This pattern continued in the New Year's party, with the first 10 minutes being called my uncle's name twice, and my brother's name once, and her getting my own name right 0 times. Tried to ignore it, but I was kind of annoyed by this. More annoyed than I usually get from her forgetting names. And I think it might be because I hadn't seen her much in the past 2 years, what with the plague and all. So we settled down on opposite ends of the couch to chat. I was already in something of a bad mood, and as the topic of conversation meandered, I started talking about how my wife and I were watching this old British spoof show called Brass Eye. Yada yada yada, and after talking about it for a few minutes, in which she certainly seemed to participate in the conversation, I suggest seeing if I can link to YouTube on her TV and find a clip or two to see if the humor is to her liking. Find a likely one, start playing it, And Grandma immediately comes out with, "What's this?" God damn it. It's the thing I was explaining to you for the past 5 minutes, and has clearly made no impression. It just made me see red. Got my coat, stormed up and out without a word to anyone, and walked home, about 2 miles. Wife left shortly thereafter in a car because she wasn't sure what happened to me when it became clear I wasn't coming back. Well, my folks have been calling, mostly out of concern, kind of sheepishly told them that I was absolutely furious with the family matriarch and simply had to get out or say or do something I would regret later. I can tell this hasn't gone over that great, and from what I hear, the rest of the party was awkward and just kind of trailed along for a half an hour or so before everyone else went home. Am I the asshole?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Like she clearly has memory issues. It's not like she's doing any of this like to be rude or to be mean. It's just she's forgetful at her age. Like it sounds like she's got at least early onset dementia or something.
93. That's difficult.
I mean, 93.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's old.
93.
But also, like, I grew up with my mom is like the same thing, and she always has been. Like, my name is, it starts at the top of a list and goes down, like, in descending order of age from like her cousins and brothers down to me. Like, so like I'm used to like that's a very normal interaction for me. But like, I feel like I mean, grandma doesn't have to care about YouTube, man. Like,
And I know that she doesn't.
yeah, like
Can you imagine if your grandmother was like, I put on Rainbow. I love him. Yeah, no, that's crazy. So, I mean, like, it's one thing to get frustrated. Of course you can get frustrated. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like, you have to extend some amount of grace to someone who is that old. I mean, just because... be glad she's still here with you and that you can still show her these things. Like, one day that's not going to happen and you can't just storm out and she's just going to be dead.
DED.
She's going to be gone.
Yeah.
And then what? Let's see. I was not done. I want to be clear that I am sure Grandma doesn't do it maliciously. But like I said, she's always been terrible with names and faces. And I think her hearing and or ability to focus is going. That part is definitely new. Edit number 1. I'm going to apologize to my grandmother and to the other partygoers. Okay, good. Edit number 2. Because it's coming up a lot in the responses, I do not believe my grandmother has memory issues. She retains and can communicate very well on things that are going on. I do think she has trouble hearing and maybe trouble paying attention. Once she's noticed something, though, she is definitely remembering it. Just because she's old doesn't mean she's senile or losing her memory.
But how, like if she's not remembering names, like that's not like a I don't think if she's not doing it maliciously too, that seems like it's a memory problem.
What do you guys think was the verdict?
yeah, definitely the asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there was no reason to expect grandma to care about YouTube. There's no reason to expect grandma to care about like which grandchild they're talking to. Like it's honestly, this is like a fact. In general, in language, you just don't call each other by names very often. Like, people don't directly address each other by name unless there's like it's usually like a contextual switching device.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, no, not you, right? Like, in my case,
Yeah.
like my siblings, like oh no, not Jaime, Alex. Like, yeah, it's a way to context switch. It's not a you almost never speak to somebody that you spend most of your time with by their name.
Yeah. I've also been that person where I don't know if this is one of those scenarios, but I've been that guy that's been like I'm like really hyper into something and I'm trying to share that with somebody, so I'm going really into this, like, oh, you gotta check
yeah.
this out, you gotta do that, and they have no interest in it, but I just really want to talk about it. That could have been what's happening here too.
Yeah, I feel that so hard.
Maybe he is. Maybe that's what the frustration is coming from. It's just kind of like he is excited to show this to her because he would like to bond with her on this in this way. Oh, maybe he's coming to the realization that it's nearly over. Oh,
Oh, that is
maybe.
sad. Yeah. Maybe
that's
he's
really
like, "Hey,
sad.
grandma, I want to connect with you about this thing." But
Yeah.
like, if you're gonna do that, look, this is not a criticism. This is a
Hmm.
constructive critique. If you're gonna do that, find something she likes. You know, connect
Yeah.
with her at her level.
Yeah. I mean, and that could be really hard though, because I know I couldn't be bothered to learn how to knit, even though I tried this year.
No, just like
But like,
music or like if you're gonna force grandma to watch YouTube, put on something she likes. You know.
that's true. This was 2 years ago. I don't know how old how old OP is,
Yeah.
but they might struggle to do something like that. And then like, I've noticed nowadays, like, especially within like the last couple of years, people are having trouble processing emotions. So like, storming out is kind of like the equivalent of crying, I guess, in some way.
Mhm.
Like, so maybe I don't. Is he the asshole? He didn't do anything or say anything disrespectful. All he did was walk out, and maybe that was his way of processing. I'm thinking that he's not the asshole.
Oh, I mean, like,
Um,
yeah, I think that's fair to be like, oh, just I wanted to leave. That's fine.
yeah, yeah,
I think it's the part that makes it seem like he's the asshole in my mind is more of the like he seemed like it was more that he didn't do anything wrong and he was just like he was mad about it and didn't see a reason why he shouldn't be mad about it, which is like I think it's fair that he got like frustrated and walked away from the situation to process it, but
Mhm.
afterwards you kind of I feel like you need to be like I shouldn't get it's not she's not doing this maliciously like you shouldn't be mad at that.
yeah. And he acknowledged that he did apologize to his grandmother.
Question: did anybody actually call him an asshole?
Everyone did.
Oh,
Everyone
Uh,
did.
the first top, or you mean like at the party in this situation,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
on the
yeah.
internet?
No, no, no. On the internet, everybody calls him an
Um,
asshole. It's fine. No, I mean, like, did anybody like? How did this question even come up?
he said that it didn't. His decision to leave did not go over well, and that's all that he gives us.
Maybe with his wife. I
So
guess I could see that conversation happening.
yeah,
Like, oh, where are you?
yeah,
Why did you walk home? Like,
yeah.
we drove here. We live in a different state. What are you doing?
Hello, have you seen my husband?
You left me with your family.
Who? None
His
of them remember
family,
his
not
name.
hers. Like, oh, Uncle Tito, he's over
damn it.
there. What? No.
Aw, poor OP. OP was called the asshole. Let's read some of the top comments. You are the asshole. If your grandmother being forgetful at the age of 93 is making you see red and storm out of a family gathering, then you've got some anger management issues. Take a chill pill. Yeah. Maybe therapy. You are the asshole. Putting on comedy YouTubes at a social gathering is behavior you should reconsider in general.
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, getting. Yeah.
Ouch. Please put this on at any social gathering, though.
Yeah,
And also
yes.
watch any of the episodes of our campaign. They're great. Especially the Halloween episode, where you could see Ben.
I played our Halloween episode in public.
You should please do. Just
I
blast it
did. I
everywhere.
did.
Did anyone storm out or see red? Did you try to show it? Did anyone try to show it to their grandmother?
No, nobody tried to show it to their
No.
grandmother. No. I did try to show it to my mom once. She was just like, "What?"
There's a personality type that would rather be in charge of picking YouTubes than carry on a conversation. I think you'd genuinely be surprised how few people want to watch a YouTube you pick. Even through her dementia, your grandmother knew it didn't make sense that you put on a comedy video.
Oh no,
That's rough.
that's real rough.
Oh no, that's rough. Next story. Am I the asshole for skipping New Year's Eve at my child-free sister's?
it's a weird detail to add, so I'm interested in where this is going.
I'm okay.
I know myself I am child free, and my sister is not child free.
Mhm.
Now, would I invite her over for New Year's Eve if we're, getting rowdy? Maybe not. I can't have my nephew seeing his uncle twerk um, in the corner as the ball drops. Okay. All right. Let's get into the story. Last week, I hosted Christmas family. Whoa. Excuse me. My eyes did not work there. Last week, I hosted Christmas for my family. I, 33, have a 2-year with my wife. Every year, it's at my sister's parents' or my house, and it rotates every year. One of us hosts Thanksgiving/Christmas/New Year's. In the last year, my sister, who is vocally child-free, got a dog. I love my sister, but we are very much opposites. When I had my kid, it changed our relationship a bit. She tolerates, her words, my son. She has never watched him. I've also never asked. My son is present at all family functions. This annoys my sister. My sister has turned into your classic dog mom. World revolves around the dog type. I do not own dogs, and I really don't want to be around them. I don't want them in my house. Well, my sister wanted to bring her dog to Christmas, and I said no. It's well trained and overall okay for a dog. I just didn't want it at my house or even my yard. She complied and left it alone, was not happy about it, and let me know that several times. The day before New Year's Eve, she told me kids weren't welcome at her house. I was taken aback by this and asked why. She just said alcohol would be present, we all drink, and family friends also come to this party, and just said it wouldn't be appropriate for a 2-year-old to be present. No, that's what I said.
Yeah.
My wife and I had planned to only stay till 10 anyway, and then would go home because of our kid. We reconsidered and opted not to go at all and respected my sister's wishes by keeping the kid at home. I let her know about a half hour before the party started. Wife and I treated it like every other night. We didn't even stay up till midnight. By 11, I noticed missed calls from her and didn't answer. Fell asleep while texts started coming in, calling me an asshole, calling me a dog hater, saying it was rude I didn't come to the party. Said it was bullshit that she got my kid a Christmas present, but I didn't get her dog anything. The list went on. She was clearly drunk. I tried to call her. She didn't answer, and got a text. I'm not answering, asshole. So, am I the asshole here?
I mean, yeah, but it's not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna be like, could they both be the asshole in this situation?
Wait, why is... Okay. Now, the sister, I believe, is the asshole. But why is the just because he didn't want a dog there?
I think he's just handling the like. She clearly has different like priorities and is voicing those. And instead of trying to be like accepting towards those, she's shutting those out. And then when her sister does the same thing, or their sister does the same thing to them, they're like, "Whoa, how could you do this to me?" Kind of. It feels like.
I don't
like. They seemed very offended that they couldn't bring their kid to the party. That's, I guess, the part for me that made it feel like they were the asshole.
Well, hold on. I don't get that read. My wife and I planned to go and only stay until 10 anyway. Then we would go home because of our kid. We reconsidered going and opted not to go at all and respected my sister's wishes by keeping the kid at home.
Send the kid without the parents. It was so funny. No, we're not coming, but
that's wicked.
Take care of your kid,
that's wicked. Leave your kid at home, and you come, but leave your snot-nosed little brat at home. No, I don't think this person's an asshole.
I mean, they clearly have a pretty antagonistic relationship with their sister.
That is
so.
True.
Like, I just think that nobody's hands are clean.
They seem to be going about their business, living their married life with their kid.
No, absolutely. But the whole thing about the dog, that conversation about the dog was unnecessary. It's just like...
Oh, you mean like him adding that she's a dog mom and stuff?
Yeah. Like it was just like, okay, well, okay, we get it. You guys have different priorities and you are living different lives, and that's okay and that's fine. You just don't got to
Mhm.
poke each other about it, you know. And you're clearly poking each other about it, like over and over.
Yep.
Like,
Okay, so I have a question for you.
mhm,
As pet owners,
mhm.
do you feel as though you are a fur parent?
Yeah,
Like,
kind of.
you feel as though, like, this is my baby. This is, like, it's ride or die.
I feel that way, but I feel like I don't give off that vibe. Like I have friends that are like, "Oh, I forgot you had a cat," like many times because I'm not like talking about my cat
you,
constantly.
don't, you don't show pictures? You don't pull out your pictures
I
in your
don't show
wallet?
pictures constantly. No, no, that's true. I don't. I have them. I just don't show them.
Oh, no. Oh, that's very cute. Can you pull them out right now? Show me pictures of your
I
cat.
can't. I can't.
There's scratches on my head from the cat.
Oh, do you have pictures of what's your cat's name? Isaac?
Isaac. Do I own pictures of Isaac? Yes.
Excuses.
Do you have them currently? Oh.
Like I get my phone is my camera. So
Oh. I don't know.
Here's
I
one more. One more. There you go. All right.
that's really fucking cute. That's a really
Cute.
cute picture of a really cute cat.
Very cute. All right. So the verdict is not the asshole. I do not believe that person was the asshole. Top comments are: I know this must have been super unpleasant to deal with, but it cracked me up. Your sister sounds ... difficult. Not the asshole. This one actually does have an update. So I wasn't done. Okay. So earlier today, I finally talked to my sister. In the past few days, it had been drama-free, with some today. A few things to address. To be honest, I was pissed at my sister's rule. Oh, you're right. I was pissed at my sister's rule. We had looked for a babysitter in the time that we were informed no kids to when we said we weren't coming. Okay. All our usual babysitters were going to the party, like our parents, aunts, etc. And no one outside the usual crew were available, hence the last minute no. For those asking, when I told her no to the dog coming over on Christmas, I told her the day before because that's when she asked. This is her first year with the dog, so I had no idea she had the expectation she would bring it. Apparently my mom told her to ask me first instead of just bringing it. She lives 10 minutes away. She's been vocal about not liking kids since she was a late teenager. She is child-free by choice, as far as I know. Okay. So I got the drunk texts because family members were disappointed my kid wasn't there, especially the ones that don't see my son that often. My sister told them she was trying to have no kids at the party. They were surprised by that, since my sister has never hosted a party where the kids of the family were not invited.
Oh
Other
no.
So my sister did communicate this to more than just me.
Oh.
Seems like others weren't happy with her decision. We talked today, and she is still mad about Christmas. She told me she wants me to accept her dog as family. I told her it can be family to you, but it isn't going to be family to me. It can be your everything, but it will never be to me. I told her my kid is more important than her dog. I am not a dog person and never will be. I just don't want it at my house. Apparently, the attention my kid gets from family, including my mom, bothers her. It was clear from the beginning she wasn't going to be an involved aunt to my son, which makes me hurt and sad. But I didn't realize there was this much jealousy. I'm just going to give her space for a while, then reach out.
I don't like framing it as jealousy.
Yeah.
Well,
That's petty.
well, that's what it is, though. Apparently, the attention my kid gets from family, including my mom, bothers her.
That's what
That's
she,
interpretation.
they
Yeah.
see it as that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's
That's petty.
yeah, cause it's rough because the if it is all related to their kid, then like clearly them having like the dog and other thing is trying to like fill a hole or do whatever for the sister. Like that could be what's going on too. But instead of trying to help with that and accept that so that like maybe it'd be easier than she's just pushing it away, which is probably pushing her sister further away and that. So I don't know.
I'm a huge dog person. I gotta say this. This is a little
Same.
confusing to me. I'm a huge dog person. My dog is my son. I call him my son. When I'm mad at my husband, I say your son did something. Like that's the my dog is a kid to me. And but like I would never ever be like, and you have to accept this to anybody and be like, I demand that you allow me to bring my dog to your house.
Yeah.
Like, no. But also at the same time, like, not being a dog person isn't the same thing as no dogs in my house. Those are different things. Like, you don't have to own a dog. Not being a dog person is like, oh, that's nice or whatever, you know?
Right.
But then there's like, no, I'm coming over and I have my dog with me, like, and I have to stop by or something, and you're like, no,
Yeah.
don't, you
Yeah.
know? Like
I mean,
that's a little much.
if that's a boundary you have, then that's fine. Like, it's your house, it's your walls. If you don't want a
Yeah,
dog in
yeah.
there, that's fine. I don't. I think my only issue is that he's also like it. It does seem to be a little bit more antagonistic than just about the kids, and like I agree with Jaime in that I would never be like, well, I don't have any kids, but I have a dog, and you need to treat that dog the same as your kid. Like, I understand that, yes, if I owned a pet, that pet's going to be very important to me.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I understand. I still understand that a child has a higher priority in like the grand scheme of things than a dog, and
Yeah.
that's not like it's not. You know,
That's
I would never
reasonable.
push it on
That's
someone.
okay. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the sister seems weird. The the sister seems weird. The brother is, I don't know, living his own married life, and I don't know. This is it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's read a top comment. This is sad. Wife and I are child free in our early 40s and are big time dog people, but we never expect family to treat our dogs as actual children
yeah,
and buy
that.
them gifts and just allow them in a home without asking first. Yeah, yeah. Like I feel. Well, that's a choice. Okay. So this is what's going on in my head. This is a choice that this person has made to not have kids, and you have to live in that choice. So while I do, I feel for her if she's trying to fill that hole with a kid because, her mother is loving on the grandkid a lot more and giving them a lot more attention. That's just kind of the hand that you wanted to play.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a choice that you made. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her. I guess I feel bad for this family, but I mean,
I feel lucky that my family is all dog people. Like, there's never really like a tension there. It's like
yeah.
the kids are fine and the dogs are fine, and sometimes my mom gets a bird, and that's fine.
Oh, a bird. Yeah, at least they can talk.
Yeah, it can definitely talk. It bites a lot too.
Bite. Birds bite?
Yeah. Oh, birds bite
Mhm.
like crazy. Birds
Yeah.
bite a lot.
I didn't know that. I
They're
thought they just
very
like chilled.
birds
It
are not chill pets at
depends.
all.
Yeah, normally I don't think they are. I've never actually had a bird, but I have had a lot of friends that have had birds as pets, and it very much depends. But some of them are one very loud, and then two
Mm.
will bite you
Oh,
and just be like pestering you.
oh no.
Birds
Not
tend
for
to
me.
like. I mean, at least the ones that my mom has had, they tend to like bond with a person, and if you're not that person, they
It wouldn't be
will
me.
not tolerate you. And also, they're really loud if that person is like talking to somebody else or like doing something else. Like they're like, pay attention to me.
Next story. This is gonna be our last story. Comes from our confessions. Um, I made out with my best friend's girl on New Year's Eve. On New Year's Eve, I was going out with a group of people, including my best friend and his girlfriend. I arrived at their house for pre-drinks before we hit a club for the countdown. We got completely drunk. We left the house to get to the club. Most of the people can't even get in due to being drunk, including my friend. I am inside socializing with people I know who happen to be there. About 10 minutes before midnight, I get pulled outside by my friend's girlfriend, telling me that she wanted to go back to her place, also where my friend lives. I offer to walk her home. She accepts. She grabs my hand as we walk. I wanted to get her home and get back to the club before midnight, but I was too late. We were only halfway to hers, and the fireworks were filling the sky. She looks at me as I do the same to her. We both say Happy New Year's, then she grabs onto the back of my head and pulls me closer. She starts kissing me. I return the favor. This goes on for longer than needed for this to be mutual. We stop making out. I finish walking her home to find my friend completely drunk still. She invites me in, but I tell her that I want to get back to the club. Next day, I wake up hoping that I don't have a million texts from my friend. He's quite jealous normally, so I was nervous what he would think when he found out I walked his girlfriend home and spent New Year's with her. I needed to go back to their place anyway to pick up some things, but I was completely nervous. But I was completely nervous that I'm going to get punched. He opens the door and gets my things for me. He then thanks me for looking after his girlfriend while he passed out at home, which was a surprise. I was completely okay with forgetting the evening and pretending it was due to me being drunk, till I found out later that one of the people in the club, who I also used to go to school with, actually left around the same time as us and noticed us holding hands and getting a bit close. He even saw the kiss. This is the type of kid who stirs shit like a fondue chef stirs chocolate. As far as I'm aware, he hasn't told anyone yet. But I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of time before this gets back to my friend. Sorry for any incorrect spelling or grammar, but my English isn't even close to perfect. Woo! What? How do y'all feel about it?
I don't think he's an asshole. I don't think that's. I mean, like, it's not great, but like, one, he didn't do it. Like, she did it, right?
She initiated it, yeah.
Yeah, like, it's not. I don't know. Whatever. They clearly have relationship issues. Like,
I think if he doesn't
mean-
say anything, then maybe he's a little bit of an asshole. It's going to be easier in the long term to just talk about it, I think. But I don't know.
I mean, if it's like a literal one-time thing, and you were drunk, and it was New Year's, and everybody was drunk, and it was like a literal accident, like in the sense of like, oh, let's just kiss because it's New Year's and we're friends, and
Right.
maybe don't say anything. Maybe just
Like
be
a
like,
quick little peck. Like, okay,
like-
peck, fine.
yeah. So like, I don't know, like. Otherwise, I expect there's a lot of other people that need to be doing some apologizing here too.
Wait,
Like,
what'd you say?
I expect there to be some other people that probably need to do some apologizing here. Also, can we talk about that? That turn of phrase was very good.
What turn of phrase?
Fondue.
Stirs
Fondue.
shit like a fondue chef stirs chocolate.
That was
was
very good.
Whoever
I
wrote that, applause.
in my head.
yeah, no, I totally saw it. Like a little Swiss man, just like, like perfect, really good, evocative language, like simple description. Did a good job.
I know, and English is a second language, so God,
Yeah,
damn.
right. He must be Swiss,
See?
I imagine.
He's out here doing it better than me. That is crazy. Everyone needs to go to jail. She needs to go to jail. He needs to go to jail for not talking. The friend needs to go to jail for being passed out and leaving her alone. Everybody in this is bad. On the scale of 1 to bad, let's see. We got the friend. The girl is the most bad. The friend for not saying anything is, a one step below her, and then the friend getting drunk is below her. Now the shit stirrer, hold on, I forgot about him. He's in the mix.
How
No,
does he know? How does he know he knows?
See,
I don't-
this is all tentative though. We don't know if like without them talking, this could have the girlfriend could have already talked to the boyfriend about it, and it's just a done deal. It doesn't
true.
matter at all. We
That's
have
Oh
true.
yeah,
no
that's
idea.
true. Yeah.
Well, this one does not have an update and is 11 years old, so either
Oh my
he's
God.
dead- so he's dead probably.
Yeah, everybody died. They aged, they had passed away already. 11 years old Reddit is dead.
That's a long time ago. Let's read a top comment. Talk to the girl. It may have just been a drunk New Year's makeout session, but it's never just that. Either she wants you, or she wants out, or she is huge hands-on kind of flirt. Or you could just let it blow over until shit hits the fan, but you'll be living on the edge till then. He responded to that comment. Hold on one second. The kiss itself, I believe, was a mixture of alcohol and emotions. She was pissed off at her boyfriend, that her boyfriend left her. I was pissed off that I missed the countdown. I think it was a peck that accidentally lasted too long. Oh. I honestly don't care about her and my relationship, as it's non-existent. The only reasons we hang out is because of my friend. I don't want to ruin my friendship or break my friend's heart. I know I'm on a countdown at the moment because it isn't a matter of if he finds out, but a matter of when. I need to advise on the best way to make sure he knows that it wasn't anything personal and that it isn't anything to fret about, which is hard to explain to anyone who feels betrayed. He probably expects me to be the last person to kiss his girlfriend.
Yeah. That's why I'm just back to like it's talking about it. Like if you ever watched one of those like TV shows that you're watching through it and you're like, this entire plot wouldn't be anything if two
Just
people
talk
just
to
talk to each other.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
the whole thing here. Yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
there
I
may
watched
be a punch
Buffy.
or two. Yes, you watched Buffy. I've watched all of the CW catalog. Yeah.
Yes.
It's just talk. Yeah. That's an. I mean, of course, there might be a punch or two, but it's not something that I don't think that either one of them could get over.
It's gonna be easier if it comes from him than it is if it comes from the fondue chef.
The girlfriend.
So.
The
Or the girlfriend, yeah.
Don't forget, I keep forgetting about the fondue chef, and I cannot.
Oh, he's definitely the star.
He is melting that.
He
shit
is.
in that
He's
pot.
literally in the middle of all of this. He's the linchpin to all of it.
I imagine him like
I
in
need
the
to know
background
how-
with his little hat,
Yes,
just like
hat. Yes, he has a hat for sure in my head.
he's like, more shit to add to the pot.
I need to know how open he knows that this guy saw. If he's not said anything to anybody, how does he know?
So that is a good question. Hold on, let me scroll back up. So it's not okay. So he's not saying that he's the only person that knows. He's just saying that he's a shit stirrer and that him knowing is a problem. So I think
Yeah, but how did he
multiple
find
people,
out?
Multiple people probably told him when he got back to the club because he went back.
Oh,
To the club. Yeah. He was being drunk.
Oh,
I found out later. Yeah.
okay.
So
It's gonna happen eventually. Just get it over with.
You gotta cut him off at the pass. You gotta let him know.
Yeah.
You gotta let him know
Yeah, you got to tip over that fondue pot.
before it gets bubbling.
Before it gets too hot.
Strike while the shit is cold.
It's too good.
Okay. Thank you guys so much. This is fun. I enjoy reading these stories because I like hearing what you guys have to say about it because I always end up cackling.
Yeah.
What do you guys think is the worst story of the day? We've got the storming out of the New Year's Eve party, child free, and the last one.
I mean, the last one could be a TV show.
It's a
The last one is
CW
a TV
drama.
show. It is.
Yeah, the last one could
is
be
a
like
TV show.
it could be the plot of a show. So,
I think I saw that on
could carry
Riverdale.
a whole season, literally. Yeah. That could
Yeah.
be like the opening scenario in a season of Riverdale, and that
Oh my
that like
god.
sets the tone for the rest of the season. Like, so that I mean, it's the worst, but in the sense that I like it the most.
You can catch it on Freeform. It's the new season of Pretty Little Liars. Um, yeah, that one's good. I think I don't think any of them are the asshole. I think that the guy storming out was a little bit of an asshole, just a tiny little asshole. He's gonna get a little pin that says "little asshole," not a huge asshole. Um, Child free. Well, I don't care. Whatever. It's a dog. She needs to get over it, and talk to your friend, bud. I know it's been 11 years and you're probably dead by now, but talk to your friend. Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much. Make sure you comment, if you like the stories. What would you do? Would you tell your best friend you kissed their girl or not? Let us know. All right. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.